Hey, what's going on, fam? This your boy D Wheels coming at y'all with another quick one. I'm out here dealing with a reefer unit. I'm trying to talk a little fast because my camera froze up just a few minutes ago. Alright, so I got my trailer pre-cooling right now. I'm not getting ready to pick up a load yet. My trailer's been sitting for about 10 days, so I'm, like I said, coming out here doing my little maintenance and everything on it, make sure everything's working like it's supposed to. Alright, so what I want to talk about is the difference in pre-cooling your trailer, cooling it down on a hot day when the box is empty versus when you have product being put on your trailer, okay? And here's the thing, if you have product being loaded on your trailer that is hot, meaning like produce or whatever, you're picking up product out of the field. They brought it straight out of the field. They didn't put it in their coolers and pre-cool it and everything before they put it on your truck. It's coming like out of the field. And they want it cooled down to like 55 degrees or 45 degrees or whatever, versus you cooling down an empty box. All right, the difference in the two is when you try to cool down an empty box, the only thing that the reefer unit is having to overcome is just the heat that's in the trailer. And as more cold air is pumped out of the unit and is returning back to the unit, is each time it makes that cycle, the air is getting cooler and cooler and cooler, because the only thing it's fighting is the inside air of the trailer, and it's being cooled off continuously with every cycle. Now, when you put hot product in the truck, the unit is trying to still do its cycle, but now the heat is coming off the product. And so the return signal, the computer is reading that the temperature is not dropping. It's reading heat still coming through there. So you're most likely going to get a code for refrigeration capacity, because it's saying that the refrigerant and all, it cannot keep up with the amount of heat that's coming off for the amount of degrees and temperature. It has to go down. So to combat that, if your trailer's 80 degrees, you picked up hot product and all that right there, set your trailer unit to like 70 degrees. So there's only a small differential, and let it drop down to 70 degrees, and then dial it down to 60 degrees or 65 degrees. Step it down, let it cool off, and then step it down some more. If not, it's gonna throw a cold. So that's the difference between picking up hot product versus just trying to cool off an empty trailer. An empty trailer is gonna cool off quicker or without throwing that cold like that. See, mine has been running now for about 45 minutes to an hour. An empty box, I got it set on -20, because like I said, who knows what I might pick up when I leave here, or whenever I get on load board or whatever. So I want to make sure that that box will get back down. And a lot of times it'll get down to -12, -15 with an empty box. It'll sit there and get to it. Like I said, my unit is a 2016 Reefer, so it's a precedent Thermo King, so it'll get down, it'll do it. It just take a little while because you're fighting the ambient heat. Remember, the ambient heat is the heat outside, okay? It's like the heat outside, or everything that's concentrating on that box to make that internal temperature. Well, that's like the ambient heat, okay? So you got that. You got return sensor. That's the sensor that's actually sensing the air that's returning back to the unit. Like the last video I just made, that when air goes out of the chute, it hits the back doors and comes back down, travels up under the bottom, up under the product or whatever, if you got product in the trailer. When it comes back to the unit, that's that suction pressure. When it comes back to the unit, the return sensor is telling the computer what the temperature is, what the temperature is. And so there's plenty of settings on a reefer unit. You can set it to where the computer is going to sense the output temperature instead of the return temperature. So there's more things that you can get into to dial it in just how you want it, just depends. But most people go by the return temperature, because that's going to give them the better reading off what the product is or what the box temperature is. So I hope that helped you out. You new guys, anyway, your old heads already know all about stepping the temperature down. But for you new guys, that gives you some insight to keep you from having reefer codes, reefer breakdowns, or whatever, for something as simple as it won't keep up with the heat in the trailer or whatever. They keep throwing you alarm codes. just, step it down in degrees instead of trying to make it go all the way down if you picked up a hot product, okay? This is only dealing with picking up a hot product. Other than that, you should be good, or some type of other issue, okay? All right, so, all right, well, that's your boy D-Wheels. We're going to step outside for a minute and see what the, let's see what the temperature is down to. Right quick, hopefully the phone won't freeze up. You might not be able to see it, you probably can't. I don't know if you can see it or not, or could have seen it, but it's down to 26 degrees. Alright? It's down to 26 degrees. Like I said, I got it set on -20. Okay? It's down to 26 degrees. So, alright, so just want to show you guys that deal right there. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, like I said, for for the new guys or whatever, because I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to answer questions that people just trying to, get me like I'm in some type of damn trivia quiz or whatever. I'm just trying to help out the new guys who may have jumped into Reefer. Now, I'm saying guys, this is not respective of male or female. The new people who have jumped into trucking and they pulling a Reefer, especially one, and it's their own stuff. If it's company truck, company trailer, then, I guess they got all that stuff set. They probably can control it all from the office the way these things are set up these days. But anyway, if y'all new owner operators, got your own authority, pulling your own trailers and everything, Reefer units, if you having questions or don't know much about it, just drop me a line or give me a comment or whatever. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I cover a lot of topics or whatever, and I just keep it real, no fluff, no hype. Every now and then I say some funny shit, because that's just the way it is, alright? And every now and then you'll catch me in the gym, because I gotta stay fit, right? Gotta stay fit while y'all here, health as well. So anyway, that's your boy D-Wheels. Let me sign off before this thing starts tripping on me and I have to start beating that phone up, you know what I'm saying? But again, I'm coming to you with another banger. Alright, y'all, this your boy D-Wheels, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. We're gonna holler at y'all later on, man. I'm ready to go to the house and get me something to eat. Yeah, 10-4. Out.